super like a summer, don't you think so? Super like a summer from the get-go. Don't forget about the pesto. Jump, jump, jump until you let go. One time to take your body back. One time to sail offshore. One time to take your body back. One time to at the uncle. Take your body back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gino's Spot on Tuesday. It's every Tuesday at 6:30. Don't you dare miss out. And lovely to have you all aboard tonight as well. Hello, Carol Jacobs. Nice to see you. I'm glad you are out and about on your horse again at Arena. It was Arena events down in East London, I think. Keith, Ronald Clark. How's it, Keith Clark? We've got some of your punters here tonight. We're punting a bit here tonight, Keith. I've got Roch-Lè and myself already dug into your gin a little bit here. And Leslie Jacobs, lovely to see you. Like super lekker song. Do you like it? That was my super lekker summer song. It's on Spotify. Look for my name, check it out, and share it. Share it with everyone. Okay, I need you to go now to Spotify on your phone. Go to Spotify, check out super lekker. Well, just look up my name, Gino Fabbri, and you'll find Scoot and that one. You can favorite them both because then I get 0.0001 cent every time you play it. And I'm going to be rich. Man, it's fantastic to have you all aboard tonight. Of course, thank you to our sponsors. To spar all over the place. Yeah, and of course, Amerbia, our internet provider, always there for us. We've been, it's been great. They've always helped out if there's ever been a problem, and I can recommend that Nicola and her team have been fantastic. Thank you. And of course, we've got a couple of adjustments here. We've got a few my radios and my guitar. That's right, because we are doing a show soon. If you haven't heard already, Center Stage, 25 years this year, Center Stage, and we are doing a show called Songs That Rocked Our World. That's right, the songs that rocked our world. And as you can see there, myself, Tiago Vidal, and Dylan Duplessis, son of Lance Duplessis, the famed AlgoaFM DJ. Russell Sneed is joining me on the drums. We're going to do a fantastic dual drummers. We've got 2 drummers on stage, 2 drum sets. It's going to be fantastic, huge, going to be sounding massive. Wayne Callis, of course, there in the Freddy jacket. And Kanya Matomela, famed keyboard player, incredible, such a nice feel. Tuba Myeki next to him there. Tuba is one of our vocalists. Also, it's he's a bit of a monster on stage. Wow, he's everywhere. Gives it 150%. And of course, the gorgeous Tara Jane Stern as well to round it out. And we will be in PE. That's right, at the Hellenic Hall from the 25th to the 28th to the 28th of this month. It is coming soon, and let me tell you, just make sure that you book those tickets. If you want tickets, book them now because they are selling like hotcakes. We have already sold out. I've almost sold out a night. I think the Friday night, I think, is almost gone already, and it's still another 2 weeks to go. So don't tell me later that I didn't tell you. Make sure you get your tickets right now. Okay, and thank you to our sponsor Spa and to also to Fitch and Leeds. Fitch and Leeds have always been there for us as well, and they will be sponsoring our show along with Sovereign. Chickens, we are going to be with Chicken and Fitch and Leeds. They are going to be with us on the tour this season. It's going to be summer. It's called the Super Lekker Summer Tour. and we are doing the songs that rocked our world. We're going to be touring all around. We're going to be coming to you. If you can't come to us, we will come to you. We'll knock on your door and come and do it in your lounge. No, not quite, but nearly. So, ladies and gentlemen, also let me say that next week, Thursday, the 20th, Dean Allen will be doing on this very channel on Gino's Spot. He will be interviewing Div de Villiers. Div de Villiers, the green. What do they call it? The Green Scorpions, part of the Green Scorpions. Big oak. He can move you, that oak. And he is putting the right people and getting them to make sure that they obey our laws as far as conservation goes. So very interesting guy. He's connected all over the place. Dean is going to interview him on the 20th. So don't miss Dean Allen. Frontierland is Dean's show, and he's on the Gino Spot channel. So don't miss out on that as well. Also, Fires van Vieren, Mike van Vieren is going to be doing a live. They're going to be doing live get together, Chumps to Champs. It's called. All the cricketers from that illustrious team of the 90s, the mid 90s, that won with Kepler Wessels, won the Triple Crown of cricket here, including all sorts. All of the guys are going to be involved there live on the 26th. And the 2nd of November, 26th of October, 2nd of November at the Bridge Street Brewery. So make sure you pop down there and get a ticket. That is going to be fantastic fun as well. They're going to be talking about all their stories. You'll get the backstage lowdown on what happened. All right. So let me sing you a song. Tell me, thank you to Fat Cats as well. Thank you to Fat Cats for our catering, which it's not here tonight, but we're going to expecting the next week. Grace, we're expecting something very special next week indeed. So thanks to Fat Cats for providing some food for our guests over the last little while. And yeah, let me sing you a song. Give me something to comment on. Volare. And I can sing your comments. Tell me what you're drinking. Tell me where you are. Whoa. The blue, the pinto, the blue. When the crawling Nell from Kuwait. Always fun to see your shows, especially when they're talking like this Italian. Ha-ha! Camille Ellis, nice to see you here as well, all the way from the Warmer Library. There we go. Brendan Kelly. How's it, Brendan? Nice to see you here too. Oh, how's it? Gino. Carol Jacobs on your horse. And Bennett Namasdo. She loves my jacket. That's right. Camilla Ellis is coming to your show. You're coming on your mom's birthday, very special. I always loved your mother, she was such a screamer. Carol Jacobs says hello and Alice. Alexander likes the vibe. Oh, that's so good. So does Wendy. Hey Gino, awesome to tune in again. I'm so glad you came in again. Oh, Brian Wilkinson, good evening. Hello to you and to Alvin. Phil McCavity here. Alvin Reeves is oh, Brendan Kelly. Oh, watching from Miramar to Boom Boom. Oh, let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Shanine Weeks all the way from Azafontein. Lovely to see you as well. Is that a dolphin in your picture there? Ralph and Shanine, hello. Lovely to have you on too. Michelle Kelly, always enjoy the show. Thank you very much, Michelle. I can see Brendan's there with you tonight as well in Miramar. So, I won't be coming to visit after the show then. Sean van Lochenberg. Hey, how's it, Sean van Lochenberg? Nice to see you too. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go straight into our wonderful guest. She's full of tricks and things. We're going to have a good chat tonight. She's more experienced than I am in this sort of vein with the television and the radio and Lord knows what else. Let's welcome Roch-Lè Bloem.
Welcome to the show. Now it's your turn to shine. We're gonna have a chat tonight. Another good time.
Oh, Oh, we got microphones here. Microphones.
The mics.
The
That's
mics are up.
important.
Yes, it is. It is. You know, boss. You know. Oh, Roch-Lè, fantastic to have you on the show, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's an honor, Mr. Fabbri.
Oh, you know. I've been on your show with of course,
Yes,
with
you
Roland
have.
a few
Yes,
times.
yes.
And it's always a vibe in this. Always a vibe in the studio with you
It's
two.
rock on.
Yeah.
It's always a vibe. That's important.
Yeah, it's that. I think the natural energy. You know, you have to be that if you're doing something like doing DJing. Have you always been that?
Yes, always
Person.
been the bubbly. I was the kid that was like, told all the family members, okay, so we're gonna have a concert now. And I'm like 5.
I know that.
And like
exactly.
Whitney Houston's at the back, so she's obviously after me. So I was that kid. I was that
Love
kid
it.
that had a whole concert at home.
The drama, the whole thing.
The drama,
Did you
theatre.
do it at school as well?
Yes, I did drama. I was in the arts, the music. I
Okay.
play a musical instrument, the
Oh.
silver flute.
Oh,
Yes,
the silver flute.
Yes,
Well, you know,
yes.
they used to always tell me, Gino, you should never play drums because it's too much to carry. The silver flute is lovely.
It's so light
Sit in
and
your freaking pocket.
just right there. It's perfect. So yes, I was always involved in the arts and music and drama, and it really helped me with time management. Because you'll be up early in the morning and then have band, and then from there, like obviously school, and then drama productions in the evening, and then you got to try and fit in homework. So it teaches you time management.
Clearly not ADD then. Yeah.
No, I'm not, but
like proper-
but I am crazy.
Okay. The ideas.
There must be some sort of craziness or some part of you that has a bit of craziness if you want to be in radio or TV.
I think so. You have to have that.
to have it.
It's that little creative spark that needs to be in there somewhere. It needs to pop out every now and then.
Exactly. I always tell people, like, if you don't have that feeling in your tummy of like adrenaline and anxiety and just like excitement, then you're doing the wrong thing. Then there's something wrong there. You got to go and find your passion and spark somewhere else. So you got to get that spark.
It helps you, just in general with relationships and with people. You need to keep things fresh and need to be. So you don't suffer from that whole thing of like worrying about what people think and everybody has it. Everybody has a little bit of it, but you have to let go, and as soon as you do, the freedom of that is just.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's like a switch happens in your brain. It's like, I don't really care what you have to say and what you think about me. And that's okay. And when you're in that space, it's like everything just works and gels together, and there's that great synergy, and it just works for you.
It's true, because you end up, if you're not afraid, or you're not, it's the confidence,
Yes.
And a lot of people battle with that, it's like, and it's difficult to try and say to someone, look, if you just get out there, do it. Don't worry about people. Worry about people
Just
thinking
go.
all the time. I suppose you've got to have limits, but
that is true. You have to have limits.
The limits, you can't limit yourself too much, because if you don't, you restrain yourself.
Yes.
In life, isn't it?
In life. Like, I always knew that I wanted to do this. Always knew that I wanted to be in radio. But I know we're going to get into that, because clearly I'm the one that's trying to run the whole TV program. So yes, we will get into that.
No, it's fine. And what I normally do is we start with what you've been doing at the moment. And I know that you've just started a new show. Tell us what happened. How does this all happen?
I actually don't know, because it happened a few days ago, and I'm still trying to recover.
Do they just come to you and say, listen, Alfie pops in from, say, listen,
Yes.
Roch-Lè, come to my office.
So, okay, so you got 9 to 12, and I was like, great, when are you, so I'm like, when am I starting? He's like, Monday. I'm like, what? Monday? I had literally had 3 days to just wrap my mind around everything, and then I started Monday. And today was the second day of my new show, 9 to 12, and I waited 10 years for this. I've been in radio for a very long time, and I waited to get my own primetime show on commercial radio, and I finally did it.
Yes! Isn't it amazing? Because you always, I always say you feel like you're ready for it when it happens. With whatever you're doing, you almost get past being able to do it, and then you get the opportunity. I don't. It's worked like that for me, certainly with the music. We your first album or whatever, you work. So all you want to get is sign a deal. All you want to sign, and when you get past it, you think like, I don't need to sign a deal. I stuff that, and then bang.
Exactly, then it happens.
Yeah.
And that's why you should never give up. Never ever, because if you just have that that in your mind that, oh, you know what, it's never going to happen. What are you putting out in the universe? You're obviously putting all that negative energy out in the universe. And we don't have time for that vibes.
Okay.
We don't have time for that. We want positivity. So
Yeah.
just keep going, keep grinding, keep hustling.
I think that's been a theme, that's a reoccurring theme of that where
All the
we've
time.
spoken about on this show, is that just never give up. And during COVID, it was certainly taught us all. I think that
Everyone.
you got to keep your head down and go. It doesn't, I don't know. You don't. Do you set goals for yourself?
Yes.
You do it
Yes,
like-
I have like short-term goals and long-term goals.
Oh, really?
Yes, and then
Organise
daily goals. But I'm not that
Daily
OCD.
goals as well?
I'm not that OCD, but yes, I do have certain goals that I put in place. And but I've also reached a point in my life where if I haven't reached one daily goal like on my list,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Okay.
We'll do it tomorrow. It's fine. We'll do it tomorrow.
Put it
Because
off.
I know that I like to be in control of everything, but I also need to learn not to be in control of everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's you
Need to
learn
let
every
go.
day. You need to let go.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
important.
yeah.
But yes, goals. Gotta set your goals.
Yeah.
It's the only way. And this was one of my goals.
Oh,
And-
great. Well, it's nailed it.
And yes, and it's my second day in the show, and it was exciting. It was fun.
Well, I'm so stoked for you because
Thank you.
I know it's with obviously with Roland and the Roro
The Roro
team.
show. Oh, it's so
Those
sad.
afternoons and it's also kind of prime time there too. You know,
Yes,
it's like
that's a
drive
prime time
and
show. Yes, it
Yeah.
is a prime time show.
drive time stuff.
And I was Roland's co-host for 3 years, but it never felt like that.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful part about
Team.
our friendship and our team
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that we have and that we had, is that it never felt like I'm the co-host and he's the anchor of the show. It always felt like we're a team and we're doing this together.
Yeah.
And whether we had a great link or not, like if we had maybe a great link or just a great radio moment, we'll look at each other and be like, yes, we are on fire today. The key word is always we. It was never
yeah.
I did this so well on the
You
show
know
or
it.
you did this so well on the show. It's always we did well
Yeah.
on the show today.
Yeah.
And that's important
Yeah.
for any team.
Let's have a quick look at the comments. I see Brian Wilkinson saying the nicest female voice over AlgoaFM.
Woo!
Best
Thank you.
newsreader.
Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you.
Daniel saying, oh, Roch-Lè, our very own GQ Rita Ora.
Oh, Rita Ora, my lookalike, as they
You
call
look like,
it. My
you
lookalike.
do look like Rita Ora.
I'll take it.
Crazy.
Thanks.
Aston Wiley. Oh, man.
Aston!
How's it, Aston? Nice to see you, man. Tell us what you're doing at the moment. He's in Dubai. Are you still in
think
Dubai?
yes, I think
He's got
he's
a
in
baby.
Dubai.
You got a baby.
Baby.
Yeah, you got a little baby. You got all sorts of stuff going on there, Brie. And I check he's doing his own show as well. I've noticed
Yes.
that. I noticed that Aston. He's got a show with Alex. Alex
yes,
Cavan.
yes,
That
Alex.
they do dad's muso dads or something. It's called.
That is
eh?
so cool. Keep
Tell you,
rocking, guys.
Post a link there, Aston. It's a
Yes.
good show. And Daniel Krief saying my favourite. She says.
Thank you
your
very
favourite.
much, Daniel.
What is it, Liverpool Football Club. How are they doing at the moment? I don't even know. I'm not I follow the soccer. Chrissy Mohammed saying she's got that voice. Beauty and brains.
Thank you.
No more.
Yes, hey.
Ooh, Leicester.
No, don't
There we
miss
go. There we go. Andre from
Hey,
Mark.
Andre.
Superstar. Thank you, Andre. That's great, man. Andrew Nordia as well says she's very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Thank
Of
you
course
very
are.
much.
You've got it's not just a face for radio.
That's my man. That's my man.
I'll show you.
yeah, there we go. Just letting everybody know.
Yeah, no. Benjamin Clausen says, how's it as well? Nice to have you on too. And Roland, the other half of the Roros is watching. Lovely Roland. Roland's of course been on the show before.
Yes, he
as
has
well.
been on the show.
Yeah,
Yes.
and a fellow comedian. And I loved sharing the airwaves with with the amazing Roch. She had the daily goals, and I brought the chaos.
That is so true. That is so true. But it was good chaos.
Oh, man.
It was good chaos.
Wayne Hart. We love you, Wayne. And Wayne, I've got you on my radar, buddy. You've got to get on the show
Yes,
too
he
sometime.
needs to get on the
I
show.
tell you, and Wayne's got such a story. I mean, it's
I
been,
know,
it's been so
remarkable
hectic.
story,
If
remarkable.
you want somebody who's a survivor, man, Wayne, we are kudos to you, buddy.
Yes,
Are
yes.
just unbelievable. Shamir Lewis saying, how's it? It's the smile for me, she says.
Thank
It is,
you.
eh? It's all that's the lips and the teeth. There we
It's the lips
go.
and the teeth.
And on your journey from following journey from BayFM days, is Cindy.
Oh wow! Thank you, Cindy. Wow, that's
you had your
that's
own
a long time.
program as well on BayFM, right?
Yes. On community at community level, I had my own show. I started at breakfast, and then I moved to lunch, and then I eventually got lunch.
Oh, lovely.
And I did that for a while until they poached me.
Oh,
I was like, okay, girl, you better come over now.
Oh,
it's time.
No, it's good. And you know, it clearly got the talent. You clearly got the package. You know what I mean? Because I think in this industry as well, you need to be that entire package. You know, I think if I look at you, it's certainly you look good. You've got the way you engage with your audience is brilliant. And you've also got your social media side, which is, I heard Dennis Karangius was bragging the other day. You know, Roch-Lè, she's fantastic on the social media.
Thank you, Dennis.
You know, but it's so important to have that whole package together. You know.
And don't get me wrong, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure to have all of those things, you know, together.
Yeah.
And there's times where, you know, like even in studio, Roland would be like, Roch, you don't have to control everything. It's okay. Like if you don't feel like posting today, it's okay. You know, it's fine. Because you just feel like if you don't do it, you just won't be relevant.
Yeah.
Like you won't sustain that, you know, and you're not seen as consistent. So there's also that where you have to just take a step back and be like, no. You can't let that control your life as well. You can't let it control your life. So you just need to find the balance.
And where do you take those breaks? Because as a DJ, I mean, I was just we were talking about before the show started that they're doing Gino spot like once a week and was three times a week in the week.
Yeah.
It's relentless. It never lets you don't get holidays. It's just even that. Even doing twice a week was so hectic, getting the stuff together, getting the guests sorted out, making sure you got the questions, making sure you prepare your stuff, and it never stops because now this going. Tuesday stops, next Tuesday is starting. You know, and it must be like that for radio.
Yes, it is like that, like every single day. You know, so after the show is done, I'm like, okay, so if today's show was great, well then tomorrow better be the same or even better. And like it has to be different every single day because then your listeners will get bored.
Yeah, of course.
So you need to maintain that and sustain that every single day and be creative all the time. So that's why research is important. You just got to stay online and glued to the screen and see what's happening and what's trending.
So much.
And it becomes hectic. So you have to take a break in between. Yeah. And that's where, you know.
Where do you go? What do you do?
You know, family, my man, you know, I try to like just get away and zen out and meditation is so important. Like that's something that's on my list. I meditate every single day.
Do you do yoga?
I try to do the yoga in between, but meditation, just calming my mind and just like zenning out. Okay. I know that some people will be like, I can't sit in silence for a long period of time, but I need to sit in silence because of that noise.
Yes.
And it's not that it's hectic noise or bad noise, but it's like it's a lot of energies like every single day when you're on air. So you literally consuming that and ingesting that. Yeah. And you just have to find a balance and just find your way to zen out.
I do get some of that because I mean doing
some
the
use
shows
alcohol for that.
Yes, the island to zen out. I mean musos are slam dunk. Most of them drink far too much. You know, but certainly with music and it's just you're always as good as your last gig.
Yes,
you know,
I believe in that. You're always as good as your last show or gig or anything.
Whatever it is that you're doing, but that it does put pressure on you. You know, so it's hectic.
I can imagine for you too. Like it's like, oh my gosh, I need to do this again. I need to do this. I need to be Gino Fabbri again.
I know. It's always like a 500% version of me that's got to be on that stage
all the time.
And it must be the same for you.
Every single day. Yeah. And now with this new spot, you know, when you have a team worker or like, you know, a co-host, it's easy to just bounce off.
Yes.
And now you're alone and you like I'm like just pretending that Roland's face is there and I'm just like talking to him and
you're listening, Roland.
It's the only way for me to get through it until I really like settle in again, you know, because it's been 3 years since I've been I mean, I do have my own Saturday show, but it's very different to weekday.
It's more relaxed.
Yes, it's more relaxed. So weekday, it's different.
Must have some strange acts phoning in and doing stuff.
Sometimes. Sometimes, some weirdness going on.
I always listen to these acts phoning in and I think, what the hell? These guys have got such... Casey must have the longest fuse.
Casey has the longest key.
Holy moly.
Casey takes the cake.
Takes the cake.
He takes
He's
the
got
cake.
these guys phoning in. Hello, I'm just phoning just to find out. And you can hear the guy's been botting it like that. And I'm just saying, find out if you got a song for me. Oh, very nice to have you on there.
Yes,
Gonna, like,
there's
cover.
some funny stuff that has happened. Like, we'll get a random call from someone, be like, "Hi there, sorry, we're looking for a song that you played like 2 days ago, and it was like, about love." And we're like, we played about 50 songs about love and heartbreak and a whole lot of stuff. So how am I going to find this? So those are the types of questions that we do get.
Yeah.
Or like, why is the potholes not fixed?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
I
a
also want to
DJ,
know.
man.
I also want to know why the potholes are not fixed.
I'm a radio presenter, for goodness sakes.
I really am not going to go and fix the pothole. I'm so sorry.
No, you got to give them those pre-made packs.
Yeah.
What was it? Ronaldo Ghost. He had somebody tag him. Tell us where to get those pre-made packs. Ronaldo.
Those pre-made bags.
You just pour them in and you move them with a spade.
And then you're good to go.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
No, we need to invest in those things. I think we need to.
It's a couple more comments before we go back to the history. There's Wendy. It's an awesome energetic vibe about it. You're right.
Thank you.
It's the energy. It is the energy.
It's the energy.
I love it. I love that. Sure. Samir Majid says, "How's it? Love from Cape Town."
Thank you.
In the Kaap. How's it?
Oh, that's my aunt.
Esmanuela.
Esmanuela.
Esmanuela is a very sound Portuguese.
Yes.
Lorenzo Wood, how's it? Favorite voice, music, beauty, mama. We're proud of you. They
Oh,
are.
thank you
Thanks,
so much,
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
My son's name's Lorenzo. Good Italian name, Lorenzo. And Zamir says the dance moves and the elegance. You know,
Oh.
I've seen some of those dance moves. If you get a chance to check out her social media, what's it? Instagram.
Yes, my Instagram and my TikTok.
Instagram and TikTok. I haven't tried TikTok yet. I'm not,
You got to
I'm
get on
there.
TikTok.
I'm there, but I'm there.
It's overwhelming, but it's life-changing.
Yeah, I don't know. Andrew Nadia, when are you going to be on TV one day? Maybe in a soapy.
In a soapy.
Soapy. Could you do a soapy?
I could maybe
Could you
do
do
a
that
soapy.
look, that
Yeah.
one? How do you? Oh, yeah.
I'm so
that's-
sorry that we have to end things like this.
But Roch-Lè, it was just so short.
I'm so sorry. It's
There
done.
we go. I'm going to get her. Lorenzo, you stole me from the other radio stations. I'm hooked. He says,
cool,
excellent.
cool.
AlgoaFM all the way. Gillian Forley.
Joel, that works with us at Algoa.
Oh man, of course,
Hello, Joel.
part of the famed Forleys. I think we've got to get
Yes.
some Forleys on the show as well.
Yeah.
There's a whole pile of them in PE here. We've got to find out about who's going to come on. Gillian, tell us who's the one to get to come on. Is it Willeen?
Another
Willen.
aunt. Yes, another aunt.
An aunt.
Yeah.
Ah, your aunts are on board.
Yeah,
You're a
the
family.
aunts are- the girls.
Now you're gonna have to tell us some truths about. Is she really OCD? Tell us about if she's OCD, because she's saying like, no, she's not really
little
OCD.
bit.
I
Just
think
a
she's
little
totally OCD. Daily goals.
Gotta list everything. Gotta list everything, and that's. But I think I am OCD, but chaotic at the same time,
Okay.
and that's a good thing.
Yeah,
It's a good mixture.
Well, the energy is also
But yes,
is it good
it's
because you can
important.
focus on what's important, so you
Yes.
get going, and when you decide on a plan, then
you gotta
you
keep
go
going.
and do it, eh?
Yes,
Do it.
and that's how it should be done. You
I
know.
think so. Okay, so let's go back into your history a little bit. Yes,
Okay.
throwback. And I mean, born and bred P or
Born and bred Port Elizabeth,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
And I grew up in Sherwood.
Okay,
and
Sherwood.
then in Sherwood,
Okay,
yes. And
yes.
then started high school, moved to Newton Park. That's the only two neighborhoods that I know.
Alex.
I went to Alexandra Road High School,
Oh, my
yes.
word, okay.
And I went to Herbert Road Primary. So it's
Oh,
kind of like a
nice.
feeder school. So you go to Herbert Road Primary and
Gary
then
was there at Herbert Herd as well. He's
Ah,
also an all
the green bottle uniform.
Herdian.
The
Or what do you-
Herdians,
I don't know.
yes.
They're called Herdians.
Yes, they're called
Are they?
Herdians. And they used to call us Nerdians, but but we are Herdians. And they now obviously became an Alexan.
Yes,
Yes,
and Alex.
went to Alexandra Road High.
You enjoy Alex and
Yes,
Herbert Herd seems like a lovely school as well.
lovely school, really great. And I think I found my passion early on because like I always knew that I wanted to be a presenter since the age
Oh,
of
really?
7. since the
wow.
age of 7. Like that is what I wanted to do.
Yeah, you're saying like so you're the one that's doing the concerts for Christmas time and
Yes,
and that
yes,
stuff. So
it
it's
is.
Roch-Lè, get them together. Come on,
Get
we need
everybody
a
together, and I
concert.
had like and I was the only girl for a long time in the family. So all the boy cousins, we were the backup dancers.
Oh, right.
But everybody get your places, let's go. The concert's about to start.
Let's go.
So I was that child. I definitely was that child, and yeah, no, but just before Alexandra High School, and obviously when I was at primary school, I was 7, and I asked my dad and my mom to buy me like a radio for my birthday, my 7th birthday.
Wow.
And they bought me a little radio, but I wanted one where there was a cassette. Okay.
Not one of these ones.
No,
That's a bit old for you.
It's a little old. It's a little old, that one. But
With a
yes.
cassette in it,
Yes,
yes.
but the one with the cassette.
So the like square one
The
that's got
square
the
ones,
cassette
the
on the
small-
side and the radio on the top.
Yes, the
I
small
know.
one. So then, like one Saturday, I was playing around with it, and I realized that I could record myself.
Oh.
Oh, with a cassette. It was so cool. It was so cool. So I took my dad's box of cassettes, and and he's a music guy. So he has like CDs and cassettes and like you name it, everything he has. So I took that box of cassettes and I recorded over most of them. My dad was so upset at me. He was so angry. And how he found out, he borrowed one of the tapes to a friend. And then the friend gave him a call and was like, James, sorry, I don't know if this is the right tape, but just let your daughter know that, one day she might just go really far in radio. And I think my dad doesn't regret it one bit now. He doesn't regret it at all. But that's when I found that passion. And then I would be the one that's like in front of a mirror going, welcome to the show. And, very like TV presenter.
Yes.
And when I would record over the cassettes, I would read out of a magazine and like give them gossip and everything,
right.
the celebrity gossip. So early on, I found that passion. Because I'm not a sports person, Gina.
Okay. Not,
I feel like every time I've engaged in sport, either I get hurt or someone else gets hurt, and it's not right.
Well, listen, I saw you up there. There was a video. I don't know if you can play that video. Yeah, Gary.
I've obviously found what my sport now later on. The one that I like.
Check us out. Jack. I think he's got it. Yeah, do more in that thing, man. More it.
So yes, later on in life, I found passion for boxing.
Yeah, that's proper.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you're giving it stick there.
Thank you. They say I have a good, powerful hook.
There
you go.
I can my ears ringing already.
And that was like the second week I just started in boxing. So I think I'm a little bit better now.
Better, the style is
Yes,
better.
you're getting the style.
That was quite wild.
That was a little bit wild, just to show everyone. But yes, don't mess with me.
Yeah, no, check it.
Don't mess with me. I might be 1.52, but I can knock you out. So just be careful. But yes, so obviously I was not a sports person, and I tried a lot of sports. I did. Okay. So horse riding. I did horse riding, but then I fell off the horse, and then I hurt my back. So I was like, my mom's like, you're not going back on that horse. Forget about the horse. Okay. I tried tennis. I tried netball. I tried hockey. I tried soccer. All of these different sports, and it just wasn't for me. So I realized that music and arts and drama is for me, and that's what I'm about.
So you hooked into that straight away. Did you join? Because normally, I mean, and when I was at school, you had to join the choir if you wanted to do the shows.
Yes, I was in the choir, so I was in the band and the choir, and I was like one of the only choir members that had like EP colours in choir. Ooh. So while the rugby guys were there and we were like, hi Roch, like what do you have your EP colours in? And I'm like, in choir. Singing, that's what I'm good at. I'm like, in you, he's like, rugby, because it's hardcore. So, that's something that I did. So I was in the choir, I was in the band, and then obviously all the drama.
It always give you that little bit of confidence. I mean, I know that my music was like that for me. It was like always something that I could do that others couldn't do. Was it the same thing?
Yeah.
You always got. I can do that.
Cool. I can talk. That's one thing I can do. I can talk. I can do that. Just not in Afrikaans. I'm not good at Afrikaans.
That's so.
Gina, it's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. It's so bad. I'm judged at work.
Kan nie Afrikaans understand?
No. Die hond bluff. That type of vibe. So, but I'm getting there. It's on my bucket list. It's one of my goals. Okay. I really want to, get good at Afrikaans. Like, I can understand. Perfectly, I can understand. But as soon as I have to form a sentence, it's like...
it's funny enough that we're talking about the drama, because I think my Afrikaans wasn't great, but when I started doing Afrikaans characters in the
gets
shows.
better.
It got better. Yeah, it was great.
I'm going to use that.
Yeah.
I'm so going to use that.
You've got to do it. You've got to
I'm gonna
use
do that.
take phrases and
then just learn from there.
Yeah. Because you got to learn. You know, you got to. It's like learning a language. You got to learn it in a way that like the kids learn it in terms of it's almost the sounds or the phonetics before the
phonetics before you actually learn the
so the
actual
accent
the
before the
You're right.
actual language.
I'll get there. I
Ja,
will
mooi.
definitely get there.
Mooi,
Mooi,
bro,
man.
lekker, man.
Mooi,
Ja,
man.
lekker, man. Ja, sê. No, so and it's okay. So Alex and Alexian.
Yes, Alexian.
And then after school studies. I mean,
Yes,
okay.
yes, I study. So I feel like it's a feeder. Like
Yeah.
NMU is like a feeder school
Yes,
for Alex
yes,
Snowden,
yes.
and that's how it is.
GP, yeah.
So at the time, I went to NMMU,
Okay.
and now it's just NMU.
Yes. It was
So-
UPE when I was
Yeah,
there.
it was UPE.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, do you
Oh,
know?
a bit old, eh? Little bit on the old side.
Yeah, so I studied a Bachelor of Arts degree in Media Communications and Culture, and then I did my honours in broadcast journalism.
Okay. Did you paint or anything as well? You didn't get
No,
into that
no
side?
arty stuff,
Not
but
that.
more, the videography
Yeah.
side, the film side, and that kind of side of things,
AV.
yes, and broadcasting.
Okay.
So while I was studying, that's when I started getting into the industry and started working in the industry. And I'm so thankful for my parents because they were like my greatest support
Really?
structure. And, just making sure that I follow my dreams.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if without that, it would have been very challenging.
Yeah, when you think about it now, think about your folks and the decision that they had to do. They support you with this thing, or is it like, and it's freaking what radio? What?
It's radio? Like,
And what?
come
And
on.
what? She's going to be some sort of journalisty, radio-y, airy fairy crap.
Airy fairy, free spirit.
Honestly, do we support her in this or don't we? And clearly
And
they
yes,
did.
they did from the start, from the beginning. So that was very special for me and so important.
Yeah.
So while I was doing that, while I was studying, I was working in between. I worked at the gym, and then I was studying through the gym as well. Fitness,
right. Oh,
a fitness
fitness too.
certificate while I was studying my media,
Oh, Lordy,
and then I
okay.
was working at Bay TV. I was doing the TV thing.
Okay, as
So
well.
I did not sleep
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all
I'm
because
sure.
I was like, this is my time to hustle and to get my
Yeah.
thing going. So, I obviously studied and worked and then did my radio show and my TV show in between.
magic,
And I try to fit everything in because I was like, this is what I want to do and I need to keep going.
Well, just to, I mean, that's such an important thing is that you sometimes don't see what's at the end of what you're doing. But if you just like buckle down, and is that what you did? You had these goals, but who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, who knows? Like, and I just kept telling myself, like, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make
gonna
it.
happen.
You'll be fine, and it's going to happen. And I have an amazing partner. He is he's so amazing.
Evan.
Evan. I met him first year university. I didn't want a boyfriend, but he just popped out of nowhere. He just poked me on Facebook, and I was
Yeah,
like,
add your
oh my
number.
gosh.
Yeah, I can
And
check it.
why is this happening? But yes, and it happened, and 12 years later, we're still together.
That's
so
amazing.
He's been there before this all happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Is that Evan?
Yes, he's been here before it all happened, before
Yeah.
the career started and everything. So.
Is that his vineyard behind you there?
Oh no! It's not. But perhaps it could
Maybe
be one day.
hey,
maybe one day.
A girl can dream.
A girl can dream. A
You
girl
know?
can dream. So,
Let's have a look at some of the other photos. We've got
Yeah.
a couple of photos, and it's nice to be able to check what because it's people in your life. Is that
Yes.
Ilana?
No, that's Mafiki Zolo.
Oh, Mafiki
And
Zolo,
yeah,
okay.
Bay TV. So that was
Oh,
the
wow.
TV days.
That's Amanawe. It was
Yes.
Amanawe.
Yes.
Webuti.
There we go.
And Takwanjalo, I think it might have done as well. I think.
Yes. And then that was at a dancing Sway in the Bay that I did some with my
Sway
parents.
in the
and
Bay.
Evan.
Oh, I
yes,
remember
it was
that.
Sway in the Bay.
I think Carol Cash was involved in that as well. I'm sure she was doing Sway in the Bay. That was quite a
Carol
thing.
Ann Killer as well. She
Yes,
was-
Carol Cash.
Yes, Carol
She
Ann
didn't do
Killer.
the splits again, did she?
No, I don't think
Because
so.
she had a problem with the splits. There we go.
Always fashionable, you know.
That's the staircase.
That's the staircase.
The fantastic
It's my
staircase.
favorite staircase at AlgoaFM. Well, it's the only one that I just I run to for all my pictures.
It's actually
absolutely gorgeous.
It's in the shape of the tongue, the Rolling
Yes,
Stones
yes.
tongue. Ah.
It is
And it's fantastic. If you've ever visited AlgoaFM, been for a tour there, it's got
Gorgeous.
this beautiful staircase.
Really,
I
really
need one in my
gorgeous.
house.
Yes. Why not? Why not?
And look at that. Look at that. Oh, there we go.
Meditation, yoga, that's my thing. I'm always taking photos though.
Is that at Pipe? Is that NPE?
This was NPE, yes. This
Pollock
was
Beach.
NPE. I can't remember where it was, but yes, it was
It looks
NPE
like fun.
somewhere. Yeah, it looks like fun.
That's
yeah.
the one where with the surfers on it.
Yes.
It could be a Miller's. It could be a Miller's Pipe, or it could be, I don't know.
But yes, that was one of the shoots that I did. So doing my yoga
It's quite
thing.
balancy, eh?
Yeah, I'm quite balanced there, hey? Quite balanced.
Very nice. Very nice. And I like that. My wife's been trying to get, well, she's been, the last week I've done yoga every morning with my wife. And I'm,
How's that going?
jeez, like, bells, man. I don't know. I can't get into it yet, you know.
But eventually you'll get into it.
I need to listen.
Evan is he's way more better than, like, he's so good at the yoga thing. I'm still
Evan?
getting there, but he's good at
Really?
it. Yeah, he's really
so it's the
good.
other way around for
Yeah,
you.
he's quite balanced, that guy.
Really?
I think he doesn't have to deal with all the drama. And he's a complete opposite. Complete
Is he chilled?
opposite. So he's super chilled, introvert, chilled vibes.
And this is chaos most of the time.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look. Roro, I think that's the Roro team.
The Roro team.
Roland, of course, legend.
We just started. Yeah, we
Yeah.
just started together.
Oh, that's a good. You're both very photogenic, you know.
Oh,
Very
thank
good.
you. We'll take it. we will.
Let's have a look. Oh, there we
Some
go.
fitness. That's something I
Decent.
try to fit in. I try to fit in
Bit of
fitness
you
in
do gym
between. Yes, I try to fit that
Okay,
in. It can be challenging at times when you're always busy and you always have a lot
Yes.
to do, but I try to fit that in.
Oh, good.
And the boxing also helps. You know,
Yeah.
the boxing
Well,
does help. That's a full body
A
workout.
bit of mooring there will sort you out one time.
You ready?
Yes. Let's have a look and see what else we got you. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
There's
that
the
was
little.
good.
There's little Roch.
Guys, I was sunburnt there. Okay,
Shame,
let's
man.
just understand. Okay, I love the sun.
Oh, shame
but yes,
it.
that was me, Herbert
Sweet,
Hurd.
sweet.
I think I was in grade 3. I could have been
Man.
grade 3 around there.
Grade 3, standard 1.
Yeah.
That little thing. And now look
Yeah,
at those
look at the
little.
little nose and
And there and there next to it got the Minnie
the
Mouse.
after.
The Minnie
yes,
Mouse,
The
yes.
after. Yeah, always
There
taking
we go.
selfies in the studio.
Selfies.
That's my thing.
Selfie queen in the studios.
Yes, that's what they
Absolutely.
call me. That's
Yes.
what they call me. I'll take it. At meditation,
that.
at the beach, that was
You see,
really special.
you're so good with your bloody photos. I mean, it looks like you could have even. That wasn't
Well,
in
this was
Photoshop.
somebody took this for me.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
professional took this.
Oh,
So
okay.
you know he knew stuff,
Yes,
but I had
sir.
to wake up very early for that photo.
Oh my God! Did you go in the morning?
Yes,
Oh,
it was
no.
the morning.
I can't do that.
I was up very early for that photo. So you better go like that
Very
picture.
beautiful. I'll go find it and like it.
Yeah.
I will. Oh, that's funny, man. And so, okay, so studying wise, did you coped all right there?
Yes,
you,
yes,
you
we
were working
did.
at the same time?
Yes, everything was fine. It was compulsory for us to do 2 languages. So I had to do French and Xhosa.
Oh, did you do class as well?
Yes, I did
Yeah,
Xhosa.
quite uthetha.
Yes, but obviously not
Yazama.
not that
Yeah,
fluent. But I know my clicks and I know the
Yeah.
pronunciation that I have on point.
Yeah, and so you're going to say Gwebecha.
Yeah,
Because
Gwebecha.
they often go Gwebe, they put a W in. Gwebecha.
No.
I know it's difficult to
W.
say. So I get it. It's a difficult one. But there's no W in it. It's just Gwebecha.
Yeah.
There you go. Cindy Lee Taylor. So who inspired you growing up?
Who inspired
Good question.
you? Like a celebrity?
Well,
Meaning like a...
it could be if there's a celebrity, yes, but also I think somebody maybe is is in your family or
Well, my mom has always been my inspiration.
Yes, I know.
She has like everything together.
Strong.
Like she's very strong. She's powerful.
Okay.
So
you got that kind of
I
thing
got
from-
that from my mother. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of spice
Yes.
from my mom, and that strength I definitely get from her as well. But yeah, so she's one of my
They
inspirations.
say it's temperamental, like she's half temper and half mental.
Yeah, she's
She's like proper.
amazing. Yeah, she keeps everything together. The whole
Excellent.
household, she made sure everything was put together. And Dad was like, "It's okay. Let your mother. It's fine. Let your mother do it. That's fine." Because my dad and I are very similar. Like our personalities,
Okay.
very artsy and musical and all of that.
Okay.
My mom too, but
Yeah.
my dad soft and gentle
Okay.
giant. That's what
Okay.
my dad is. Where my mom was like okay, we got to get this done, get that done. So I think I get my OCD from my
Okay,
mom,
all right.
and then the gentle side also
Yes.
from my dad, which is quite cool. But growing up, I think celebrity-wise, well, I think, you know, celebrities, I would say Jennifer Lopez is one of them.
Yeah.
Definitely Jennifer Lopez.
Jenny
is one
from the block.
Jenny from the block. And then just like the radio space. And they will not be happy with me saying this because I know they're watching probably. But,
Alfie watches as well.
but Lance Duplessis, Charles Leslie, Alfie J, those legends, you know, Roland Gaspar.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the guys, Carol Ann.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that I listened to.
Yes.
Growing up, and I'm like, I'm going to do that one day.
Amazing, and such a lot of experience in there.
Exactly. And, I mean,
The
that's
the fact that AlgoaFM has had their staff for so many years.
yes,
it's
I mean,
also
Wayne
source-
has been there since like 1920. He's also an inspiration. So you know, there's so many that I can mention that play a role in my growth,
Yes,
and that's important. You know, to look back and reflect and go, that person played a part in my growth for that period, and thank you for that.
Yes,
you
and
know.
of course your dad, Dion Bloem.
Dion Bloem. I think everyone for a lot. Well, when I started on AlgoaFM, they're like, oh no, he got his daughter in there. You know, how dare they?
There he
And I'm
is.
like, no, he's not my dad. Dion Bloem is not my
there.
dad, but he is like my dad. My dad at work, so he's my work dad. He's really cool, and our surnames are spelled differently, by the way.
Yes, Bloem with a UME is his.
Yes,
his one.
his is UME, and
yours
mine
like
is
Bloemfontein.
Yes, mine is like Bloemfontein.
Yes.
But we love doing that though. When guests come in, then you'll be like, "So this is my daughter," and they're like, "Oh, it's so different." Oh, okay. Oh, really? I love the responses and the reactions. It's so funny.
Oh no, Brian Wilkinson says, will Roch-Lè still be doing news bulletins now that she's gone solo?
Oh, sadly, no.
Really
no,
not?
No, I won't be doing any news bullies. Maybe if they call me and be like, Roch, can you fill in? But no, I'm fully solo now, 9 to 12.
So Bissy's going to have his hands full for the
yes,
next little while.
yeah, Biscuit is going to be busy. No, Neil is going to be quite busy. But it's very sad. That was one of the things that I had to let go of as well.
Okay.
Besides the drive, I had to let go of news to obviously be on 9 to 12.
Because
Sad.
news is quite pressure as well, eh?
It's pressure, the pronunciation of the words and the names.
Oh, the names!
Woo, that is something else. That is
Holy
something else. Like afterwards, you're like, oh my gosh, I hope I got it right. Because somebody's going to tweet about you. You know that.
Yes.
Like, oh, she didn't say Rababanga right.
Yeah,
you know, and
exactly.
you're like, oh my gosh,
no,
embarrassing. So yes, that's quite a tough one.
Oh, no. Let's have a quick look at some of the comments while Gary's busy there. I see, where we go. I see Greg Davies. Oh, hello, Greg. The truckers.
Hi, Greg.
I said, what are the truckers? Are you in the truckers in East London? Because I'm heading up there soon. Is that your aunt?
Yeah, she always entertained us. She was the only girl.
Only girl. That's what you're saying. So have you got all brothers then?
Well, no, my cousins.
Oh, your
all my
cousins.
cousins, most of them are boys. I only now not now recently, but my youngest girl cousin, she's 18.
Okay.
So, I'm 30.
Yes.
So I waited a long time to have a friend.
The show.
Yes.
You're used to in the show.
Yes. So I ran everything. I made sure the boys were kept together.
I can just picture, because in our family as well, there's been it was Janita. She was always the one that doing the stuff, and it's like, I can imagine you. How will I know if he really loves me?
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys,
Go.
sing, man, sing.
5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, that's sweet. It's
I
so
see
sweet.
Ronald Minar's on as well. Your dad's jazz music.
Yes,
He's
my
into
dad
jazz.
loves jazz music. That's one of my
Jazz.
dad's favorites.
So
Yeah.
did you get into a bit of jazz as well or not? Or
well,
was it like,
for-
oh my God, no.
No, I love jazz actually,
okay.
but that's more when I was in orchestra and band.
Okay,
And obviously I did all the
because jazz
and
is
stuff.
so hectic. I mean, some of the musos, as a muso, I look at it and it's like doing a difficult math sum. Ronald is up in the morning in New Zealand. He always
Hey,
watches.
Ronald.
Also seeing the face behind the scenes. Absolutely. Still listen to I'll go this side and love to see the faces of these Kiwis when they hear my radio playing. They don't get the accents. They get the accents. The
Oh,
ultimate
JP
queen.
from AlgoaFM as
JP,
well. JP,
what a
that's
legend.
in the top 30.
Yes, of course. And JP was with
Dennis.
was he Bay FM
Yes, he
before
was
as
also
well?
Bay FM,
I
yes.
met him there originally, but so nice to see. And then Dennis Karanges.
Hey,
It's
Den.
a rising star, woman on the move. Absolutely,
Thank
I
you,
get that,
Dennis.
Dennis. And of course, Dennis has been there. He's part of the woodwork there
Yes.
for years and years doing.
I
his
run to
marketing.
Dennis, I'm like, Dennis, advice, and he's like, sit down. Let's talk.
The Greek.
Yes, the Greek. And
Yeah.
that's so wonderful about the company that I work for is like they really have implemented this family
Yeah.
culture, which is important. Like you can knock on the door and say, hey, sorry, I just want to chat to you about something.
Got each other's
And-
backs.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
I mean, Wayne Hart is a true example of how the family closed in.
We just
Yeah.
came together and we were like,
Yeah.
let's get going now. Let's make sure that
Everything's right.
everything's right. We know what to do and support.
Yeah,
you know, so
and also keeping him his place there, making sure
Everything is
ready
running
for his
smoothly.
comeback.
Yeah.
Incredible. Let's have look at a couple more photos while we're here as well. Get through some of the photos. You've got quite a few photos here. Lovely.
yes,
Look at
outside
that.
broadcast. Yeah,
The
that
blonde and red lips. Is that the vibe?
that's my trademark.
Is it
That
that?
is my trademark. Blonde and the red lips. Yes.
Ooh, hello there. There we go. Oh, here
I
we go.
turned 30 this year.
Oh, was that your birthday? Oh, look
Yes.
at that. Look, it's your birthday.
Yeah, I
You know,
turned
I had
30.
that's exactly that, but it was in 2000.
Oh, Gino, you don't even look that old. It's fine. You look
20
good.
years older than
Oh,
me.
you look good. Don't
Lord,
worry.
man.
Some outside workouts. Yeah.
Yes,
it's
who's
awesome.
that with you there?
He's one of my fitness trainers.
Oh, yeah?
Car chef. Yeah,
Car chef.
Car chef. Yeah, he
Okay.
trains me. Well, he used to train me quite a bit. Obviously,
Okay.
he's also been quite busy, so we try to fit that in. But
So outdoor
wonderful
training
trainer.
as well?
Yes.
But not
you
running,
gotta-
eh?
No, I'm not a
Not a
runner.
runner, not a
Ooh,
runner.
I'm not a runner.
I
Gino,
like a bit of running, eh?
you
I'm
will-
a runner.
I will follow you and I'll walk behind you. That's fine. I feel like I won't even be able to be in a horror film. I'll be like, just leave me there, leave me behind.
Let me just die. Let me just-
It's fine. I actually try and
stab
talk
me.
my way out of it. I'll be like, sorry, dude, you know what? I think it's time for us just to sit down and discuss
Just
this.
talk about put the knife down.
Yes. What is bothering you and who hurt you?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Who hurt you? Let's talk about that.
And is that your folks?
Yes, that's mom and dad,
Oh,
Roshanda and
man.
James.
Roshanda and James.
James, yes.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. And there we go.
That's
Mooring
it.
things again. And the pink gloves, I love that.
Thank
it's
you.
Like, it's like the pink gloves are like, oh, I love you, but I'm going to moor you.
Yes. It has to be pink. It's a must. Everything must be pink.
Excellent.
Or black.
Love that, love that. Oh, there we go.
Yes, some
MC stuff. eh?
MC stuff, yes. MCing and guest speaking. My first MC gig, I was 16.
Wow.
I was 16. I MC'd for a high tea for old ladies.
Oh, high
mature
tea.
ladies, sorry, mature ladies.
Old
Mature
ladies. No,
yeah,
that's
old
fine
ladies.
with old ladies.
But yes, it was wonderful. I was 16 and I went on stage and I was like,
Wow.
hello ladies, welcome to your high tea.
Ah, yes.
And I was just getting some practice in, and
Yeah.
I just loved the stage.
Yeah.
And I started MCing ever since then. And
Yeah,
it's
and
my thing.
it's important, I think, also for someone who's a radio presenter or DJing. So DJ, but it's actually you're a presenter.
Presenter, yes.
And I mean, just to get a life that is or bigger than that too, to get other things happening, to diversify.
Yes.
Because I mean, I know that the presenters, for radio, Algo has been fantastic with the thing, but it's never a long-term thing. You don't know if it's 3 months or 4 months or 5 months or 6 months.
It's hectic.
Maybe it's a year or something, but hell's bells, it could end at any time, and you could move at any time. So to have those extras is
So
important.
important.
Yeah.
It is so important. That is why I tell, when I do these talks, and I used to lecture for media as well, I used to tell my students, have a backup plan.
Yeah.
Always have a backup plan. I'm not saying that you're not going to make it,
Yeah.
but have a backup plan, because you never know what's going to happen. The industry is cutthroat.
Yeah.
It really is cutthroat. So you got to have, run a media company if you must, social media management, do stuff on the side,
Yeah.
hustle and keep your businesses growing on the side, because I know that's your passion and your dream.
Yeah.
But you never know what might happen.
Yeah.
Because the industry is intense.
Yeah, it is.
It is so intense, and
Yeah.
especially for a woman. For a
Yeah.
woman in broadcasting, it's hectic.
Yeah.
But there's some transformation, as you can see.
Yeah,
There's some
yeah.
transformation,
Do
and
the girls stick together as well? They
the
help-
girls stick together.
It's
They-
Carol Ann, it's Lee,
It's
yourself,
Lee, yes, it's Siobhan,
Siobhan, Siobhan.
Analu Mandisa, Queenie. So
Queenie,
yeah,
yes.
so all the girls we stick together, and Doreen
Yes, of course,
Lopesha.
Doreen
yes.
Lopesha too,
So
yes,
we
yes.
try to just stick together because it's there is transformation happening in the industry and we see it growing.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is like what happened to me a few days ago, taking 9 to 12.
Wow.
That's probably one of my biggest achievements as a woman in broadcasting, because I'm the second female since Jill Stewart to have be on 9 to 12
Gee whiz.
in the history of AlgoaFM.
Yo.
And that for me is already an accolade, and I'm really proud of that as a woman in the industry. And I really want to show other women that you can also do the same thing. You
Yeah.
can achieve in this the man's world.
Yes,
you
it's
can.
supposedly a man's world, but
Yes.
but clearly you've got what it takes, and you're nailing it. That's why
Thank
I got
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
And I mean, is there any sort of anxieties or anything that you that worries you about the business, or what worries you about what are the difficulties?
The difficulties, like making sure I don't say the wrong thing.
It's quite hectic, guys. So you have to.
And no, I can't swear. You
Yeah,
can't swear on radio.
yeah.
So whew, you can't say the wrong thing. So that's
Not even a little shit. You can't even do that.
No. You can't even do a whole.
Yeah.
You can't do it. You can't do that.
It must be difficult every now and again. It must be difficult.
We always make sure that the mic is off and be like, okay, good.
Okay.
We're good to go, guys. We're good to go. But yes, I think that's one of them. And, just obviously making sure you know what to say. You've got to say the right thing. And that can be the challenge. You also don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah.
So there's so many things. And I know that we shouldn't be people pleasers.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, when you on radio, they might not know you and you might not know them, but you, the voice.
Yes.
And when they listen to you, you're part of their world,
Yes.
and their home. And
It's one-on-one, isn't it?
It's one-on-one.
Yeah.
So you also don't want to offend the person and say the wrong thing. And you've got to just constantly make sure that you're on your A game.
Yeah.
And that's the challenge at times. Because when you're not feeling okay, or you're in pain physically or even emotionally and mentally, and you're not in a good space, you have to switch off. When you walk into that studio and you switch that mic on, all of that has to disappear.
Yeah.
And the main focus is the show and the listener and the business. And that can be tough.
Pressure.
That can be tough. I mean, you see like some presenters going through breakups and crazy stuff that's happening or whatever, and you've got to switch that mic on and boom.
Hey!
Welcome to the show.
Oh my
It's so
God.
wonderful to have you here this afternoon. So, so you've got to just forget about all of that when the mic is on.
Yeah.
And that is difficult.
And you're so right. Is that the listeners don't think about it? But I mean, Barry Hilton's he always tells a story about his brother when his brother died. It was his brother that died, and he had to go on stage like literally 5 minutes after he'd heard the news, and he had to do the show.
You have to do the show.
Just do it, and it's almost like it sometimes helps you to just switch off and focus on something for a while, and then so that you can process it later. But it's certainly the same for entertainers.
It is.
But I mean, radio is every day.
It's every day.
So it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time.
It's live.
Yeah.
It's live, and you have to make sure you don't lose yourself.
You must have had tough ones.
I've had some tough days. But that's where, your colleagues, they sort of come together and they're like, it's going to be okay, Roch, it's going to be fine, and vice versa, we're all going through so much. And since COVID, when COVID hit, we haven't had a day off, we haven't had a moment. We just kept going. And radio was like so important
At that time.
At that time.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what really kept people sane.
Yeah.
So that was also that kind of pressure of making sure that, everyone is okay, and that, you got to make sure people are happy, because there's just death happening around us. So that was a very difficult time.
Sure.
That was difficult. So as a team, we had to get through it together, and then just hope for the best.
Well, let's have
Hope we
a look. I
don't
think
lose our
Gary's got
minds.
some more. So Gary's got some more pictures here. I think. Have you, Gary?
Yay.
What are those jammies?
What? No, it's not jammies. It's fashionable. It's a
sorry.
two-piece. It's a two-piece, a fashionable two-piece.
Looks rather like my jammies. Yeah.
I know, your jammies are amazing. I believe that you have to dress up every single day. You must.
You're
It's
good with that,
important. It's
Bit of fashion, bit of.
Yeah, Yeah, dress up, show up, you'll be good.
Yeah,
you know,
it helps you to also get that bit of kick in your day, I
it's a
suppose.
confidence booster.
Yes,
It
yes.
is a
And
confidence.
like you say, don't care about what other people think.
Yeah,
Just
but it's
do
just
it.
like, it's a
Just do it. Yes.
well,
that's
love
it.
my beauty treatments.
Oh, very
I think a
much.
lot of people see that on my Insta.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot
With
of
the nails
the
and
nails
everything,
have to be
yes.
done. The lipstick.
Oh my God! Yes, I see that. There you
Casey
go.
and I.
Casey
yes,
Rousseau.
and I. Yeah,
And
we
is
were
that the big walk?
emceeing. That's the AlgoaFM Big Walk for Cancer. Please go and
Yes.
register algoafm.co.za.
That's coming up, eh? That's coming
Yes.
up too. Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
Roland and I, our last day. This was our last selfie that we took.
Oh
Our
man.
last show, yes, on Friday.
Very last one.
The very last
No, he's on
Roland
his
show.
own too. He's also got his.
Yeah, and that's
also
amazing.
good
He
for
has his
him.
own drive
I know,
again.
drive show. Fantastic. So the outside broadcast that's been flitting around.
Yes, we're so glad outside broadcasts are back and Hitmobiles and
Yeah.
everybody's out and about
It's
doing
quite
their
fun.
thing. So we're happy about that.
And you
We-
park that anywhere and off you go.
Yeah, and ready to broadcast
Yeah,
to
it's
everyone.
awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's
I
amazing.
like it. And,
Very
there we
first,
go.
I think that was my very first MC gig.
Oh.
Corporate MC gig.
Yeah.
My very first corporate MC gig. I think it was either opening or closing of season
Yeah.
in Gqeberha.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
100,000 people were there that day,
Yo.
and I was like, oh my god,
Oh my God, it's 100,000 people.
This is crazy, but
Jeez.
I got through it and it was amazing.
They can be noisy as well.
Yeah, they
those
can be very noisy, but that was
buggers.
good. That
Oh,
was a
look
day
at
of
you.
Honours grad, yes. That was I think it was my honours graduation. Yeah.
Okay, honors. Now tell us, because we didn't get to that part. Where, so you got honors.
Yes, I have honours in broadcast journalism.
Broadcast journalism, and that's the only one. You got
The first degree are the
First degree was
the bachelors of
which
arts.
was art with the languages as well.
That was media, communication, and culture.
and culture as well.
Yes.
Okay.
And then obviously decided to go a little bit further.
Okay.
And then I did the broadcast journalism.
Okay, honors
Honours
for
level,
that
yeah.
as well. Wow. Okay, so
A
they
lot of theory.
So they saw your CV and they were just like, well, she's got honors. She's certainly
Well, she
better
has-
than any of the guys. Yeah.
She has brains, so let's
Yeah,
take
she
it.
got
Let's,
some serious brains. Yeah.
let's see what happens.
Because
with it.
that's hard work. I mean,
Yeah,
the
university
varsity,
was hectic. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was hectic. A lot of stuff.
Oh, a bit of dancing. Look at that
Yes,
style.
they were swaying the bay. I was doing my thing.
Yeah, I
yes,
can
some
check your hips
salsa.
have been moving there because they were dresses
Yes.
spin to the right.
Very
there.
serious, eh? And I'm always dancing in the studio. That's
Who's
my
dancing
thing.
with you then?
That's Roch-Lè. He's a professional dancer,
Oh.
and the Sway in the Bay, the celebs, as they say, the
Roch-Lè and
celebs had to
Roch-Lè.
have they had to have a professional dance
okay.
dancer with them to also instruct them. Wow.
Okay.
I think this was for charity. Yes.
Well, you can see you got the style there going on.
Yeah, no,
Gee,
no.
yes,
I practice
Proper-
damn hard for that
proper look.
for that
That's
show.
that. You was talking about the soapy. That's a good soapy look. That one. There
And
we
there
go.
was Bay TV, a couple of
Okay.
shoots. Yeah, I did Bay TV, So Fab with Roch for 6 years.
Oh, right.
6 years
Okay.
on TV.
Yo, and that is. Well, do you prepare for that stuff as well? You have to
Yes,
prepare for
you have
that
to do
stuff.
the like you do,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
producer vibe as well.
Oh,
So you got to
my.
get your guests. You got to make sure that
Yeah.
production is ready.
Yeah.
It was intense because I was the producer and the presenter for that show.
Yo.
So it was a lot of work.
Sit up there, a whole bunch of
Rita
Ora.
Rita Ora, my lookalike.
You do look like it.
I'll
That could
take
easily
it.
be you. That could easily be you.
I'll
All
take
right.
it. Some
There we
selfies
go.
in the
Some
studio.
selfie queen. There we go.
Some
Doing
selfies
it
in the
on.
studio.
But yeah, it's all part of the social media game as well.
It
you
is.
know, and to keep that stuff happening, keep it in. You know, you got the kind of job that you need that too. It needs to be that social media part of your job is also
Yes,
a big
and,
part.
and there's times you don't feel like doing it, but
Yeah,
it's a part of the job, and you have to get out there.
Yeah.
And we obviously have our new program manager now, Mio Kondolenka.
Mio,
Yes,
yes,
because he's
yes.
no longer a 9 to 12, and he's like, "Come on,
Yes.
guys, get your TikToks ready." And I'm like, "There's some days, Mio, I don't really feel like doing a TikTok." He's
So
like,
I did.
"Let's get going, guys."
Do that, so you have to post it out on your
Yeah,
stuff.
so
and
we
then
also
okay.
post on our socials. We let everybody
Yeah.
know that we're on air right now.
Because
or-
it's a job in the end. It's
It's
a
a
job.
job.
You got to do that stuff.
It's a
And
job.
so everybody looks at it as like, you know, Roch-Lè, she's always in the
She's always
at the best
posting.
places. Yeah.
No, but it's
yeah.
a part of the job. It is a part of the job, and that's
Whenever
what we do.
we do photos for Facebook, I said it doesn't matter if it's a cuck party, just got to look good, man.
That's it. Look good. That is so true. And the photo must be spot on. Must look good.
Let's have a quick squiz here. I was going to see a couple more. Stuart Potgieter, I see there on the comments saying, "How's it? Good day, Joe. Watching the great show as usual from the USA. How's it, Stuart? Nice to see you in the US of A. In the US of A. We don't even know where you are in the States. It's such a big place. Robert Zahn. What a legend. Simply the best. Thank you, Robert. Robert, old school friend of mine, and just
cool.
heart of gold. Robert, love you, buddy. I love you. I saw him at the. Oh, there we go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, here you go.
This is me in the office. That was me in the office. And literally they know when I'm busy doing TikToks. All the managers know, like Roch is doing TikToks in the hall. Somewhere. She's doing TikToks somewhere.
On the stairs. I saw the one with the girls. That was great.
Yes, that was
all
quite
the girls
fun. Yes.
together.
Alfie was like, you do you. And his office is like right there. So he's like, it's fine, guys. Do your TikTok. It's okay. So yeah, it was a lot of
Oh, that's lovely,
that's so
man.
sweet.
TikTok. I'm going to have to get into TikTok as well.
Yeah.
You say interns now. Just tell me about the intern story. Because, I mean, there might be people online thinking to themselves, man, I also want to do this one day or try that.
Yes, I think, start out. That's how I started out. I started as a media intern for a small media company before I got into radio.
Yeah.
And tried to figure out the ropes and, how everything goes. And then obviously I got into radio, which is a different side. But I always just advise students or those that are wanting to get into media, go and knock on the door and start out as an intern or start out as a volunteer. Try to find what your niche in the market and in the industry and see what you're good at. Start at community level. I always say start at community level when it comes to radio broadcasting. Figure out what you like and what you're good at. It could even be you might realize 2 months down the line, okay, presenting's not for me. Perhaps behind the scenes is for me, or the producing side is for me, or perhaps music compilation. It could be anything. So it's always good just to explore at community level, and then eventually work your way up.
So I think work with as much as you can. I presume try and get. I mean, how are you with the with all twiddling all the knobs?
I love it. That's always been my favorite part.
I look at that desk and I think, no ways, buddy. I'm okay with a desk when I'm mixing a band.
And you're mixing,
but that's different.
That's a different desk. There's a lot of buttons, but if you know where the buttons are and what they mean, then you're fine. You're good to go. You're good to go. And always just make sure the mic is off when you're not talking. I mean, you're off air,
Okay.
Because there's been some times
I'm
where
sure. Oh my
the
God.
mic has been left on. You're like,
you're on air.
Switch off. So yes,
and everybody loves those moments when they're listening. Oh, did you hear what happened?
Did you hear what happened?
You won't believe it.
Yeah, but I always advise people just to go and find out what you like in the industry because it is cutthroat. And you're not going to like everything. And also, it's not going to happen overnight. I have to remind people that it doesn't happen overnight. It takes some time, and you got to get poached from a commercial station, and there's a process. There's patience, and just keep working hard, and smart. Be smart about it, be smart about it, and do the right thing and say the right thing. And keep yourself, sort of. The way you carry yourself is also important. You know, when
the whole
get
thing.
Get there to that level and you're like, ooh.
It's
some
the
things that
package.
I
think
it's the whole package.
It's the package. You've got to look at everything in your life and mold it towards what you want to do as well. I would think.
And I will have to add to that, if you really want to get into media and into broadcasting, love it. You have to have the passion for it. Because if you don't, if you're going to do it for fame, if you're going to do it for money.
It's not going to happen.
It has to be for passion.
All right, Roch, it's time for the getting to know you section.
Oh my God.
Getting to know all about you.
Okay, so we call it the getting to know you section.
This is so tasty.
It's nice. That's we've got a little package for you as well. And Rob
you.
Taylor, who's one of our winners from previous weeks as well. Rob,
Rob contacted me. Rob was actually one of my first co-hosts at BayFM.
Yes. Okay.
So Rob is like, "Are you going to Gino? I see you at Gino. Go get my package." And I'm like, "Okay, Rob."
He was a winner a little while ago.
Yes, he was.
It hasn't got to him, so you can take it to him and give him a nice gift.
I'll give his.
So you were at BayFM as well. before?
Yes,
Okay.
so I was at BayFM for 4 years.
Wow, okay,
And then I got a call from Algoa.
Okay,
Yes,
wow.
after that.
Well, I'm sure they also got their spiders looking at Alfie, and the guys are
Yes,
always
yes.
looking around.
And
Sneaky.
next year I'll be at Algoa 5 years.
Sure. Can you believe it?
Quick,
It
eh?
goes quick. And you're so young as well. You must have
So
joined
young.
when you were 12. All right. So, is there any vice that you wish you could give up?
Oh,
I know these questions. Eh?
God.
Come on, be honest. Otherwise, family, let it know here.
No, can we stick to food stuff? I'm going to
Okay,
stick
yes.
to food. Carbs. I really want to give up
Carbs.
carbs, but I can't.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
It's hard. It's so
I
hard.
can't give up carbs.
It's really hard.
Yeah, it's that banting thing. It's like, yeah, whatever.
No.
Okay, what are you gonna do? Slice of
love-
bread, or like a.
I love lasagna. That's my problem.
I'm Italian. I have to have a
Oh,
lasagna.
lasagna with cheese.
Make a nice lasagna.
Thank
That's-
you.
yeah,
When
no.
am I coming over?
Yes. No, we got the old recipes, you know,
The old
from
recipes.
Nonna.
Yeah, from Nonna.
From Nonna, I got my recipe from a Nonna. Very nice. Okay, 3 things you can't live without.
3 things I can't live without.
I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but so if you can only remember 2, it's fine. Or 1.
3 things that I can't live without, like material things.
Doesn't that matter?
Doesn't
It can
matter.
be anything.
Okay, my parents, absolutely. My
Okay,
parents, my
alright.
family, my partner, like
Okay.
I love them.
Yeah.
And radio, like
They keep
my
you-
job.
That's you should talk about that because that stability is so important. That home
They
stability,
literally,
as well,
like-
or your team. If you haven't got,
Keep it together.
if you have a mom and dad, maybe you've got a group of friends. Have you got a?
I have a lot of
group girls?
friends, a group of girls. Yes, I do. My queens.
Queens. Okay.
Yes,
there
I
you
do
go.
have a group of
Who
friends.
are they? Who are they? Come on.
Well, I have so many different ones. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there's Courtney and Reg, and then
Yeah.
there's obviously Charles and Roland. Like, those are my queens. That's what I call them.
I love
Roland's
it.
like, I ain't no queen. But yes, that's my friends at work, you know. And then I have the friendship groups everywhere else. I
Yes,
have
yes.
2 Nicoles that I
Oh,
hang
yeah,
out with
right.
as well. And whew, it's a lot of fun with the 2
Oh, really?
Nicoles.
Oh,
It's
really?
really a lot of fun. So I have these different friendship
Okay.
groups for different things.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
It's nice. Okay, so the 3 things. What was it? So your friends and your family, your mom and your
Yes,
dad.
friends, family, partner, and then
Evan.
yes, Evan,
Yes.
and then like I don't think I'll be able to live without what I do. Like then I'm
Yeah, okay,
done. Then I'm basically done.
Okay, yeah.
Also, to add to that, my phone.
Oh, your phone.
My phone is
You
on the list too. Like
married to your phone.
I need
are
my
you?
phone. I
Oh
need
my
my
God.
phone.
Yeah,
I
okay,
need
you
my
can't
phone.
spend too much time without it. What happens if it breaks or your screen
gosh.
goes, you drop it? Or
That's why
something?
you have to connect your laptop to the phone.
Oh, I see.
Gino.
And you got to, and also your phone is then just a drone, hey? It's
Just the
it's
drone.
a drone, and
It's
you
just the
replace it,
drone.
and everything gets updated immediately if something goes
Yeah,
wrong.
that's what you do.
Oh
Backup.
my word! Guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Woo!
Lots of chocolate.
Oh yeah.
I love my chocolate.
Like it's in your cupboard there at home, and it's like
Yeah, there's
gotta
a
have
sweetie
another.
cupboard at home.
Oh, you got a
There's
sweetie
a
cupboard.
sweetie cupboard, yeah.
Oh, nice. That's so bad.
It's so bad,
It's
I know.
so
but I'll
bad.
box it off, you know, it's fine.
Favorite artist, favorite band.
Favorite artist? Ooh, that is very difficult. You're asking a radio presenter that.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll make it easier
It
for you.
is so difficult.
The one I always ask for is the first CD that you bought. It would have been a CD for you, I think, probably.
My first CD?
Yes.
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez, is
She's
it?
always been like, I would literally be in like my room doing all the dance moves to her music videos, and I'd be like, this is who I'm going to be one day.
Jennifer
I'm going to be a
Lopez.
triple threat. And then I ended up just talking for a living, so I was like, no, that's fine. But yes, Jennifer Lopez is definitely one of my all-time favorite artists.
Yeah.
And
First CD for sure.
first CD, yes.
Okay.
And then when it comes to bands, like you can see I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
NSYNC,
Oh, right.
like those are my boys, you know,
Oh, right,
NSYNC,
okay, millennial.
Westlife, Backstreet Boys, you know. I grew up listening to those guys.
Oh man.
But the thing is, I love music so much and different types of music
Yeah.
that I go through phases.
Yeah.
So I would like have a phase of like this month it's just country music, and then next month it's like hip hop.
Okay.
Like Tupac,
Okay.
you know, and I'm just like all about Tupac,
Yeah,
you know, and
okay.
then the next month I'm like all about a different artist, so it changes all the time. And,
That's good though.
and I love
Should be
my
eclectic,
music.
especially if you're on radio all the time. You get to
Yes.
listen to everything.
I'm
that's
the one
happening.
person at work that they're like, I can't believe she likes a country song. I'm that girl.
Country.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be interesting to find out as well if any of the guys, if you want to type in the first album, the first band that you ever bought yourself, because that's an important one. It's like you're spending your own money on
yes.
on something. I'd love to know from the guys that are watching who what your first one was. You can put in the comments.
Gosh, yeah, no, mine was definitely Jennifer Lopez.
Oh man, I see Rob Taylor's online. He's checking out.
Rob.
We're bringing your stuff, Rob. Don't worry.
Bringing your stuff.
I met this chick in November 2013. Thought, please God, let me not have to be on air with this young snot cop. Oh, here we are.
Rob loves me. He
Of
absolutely
course.
loves me. Yes, we've been friends for a very long time, since 2013. And
Good lad, Rob.
Yeah, we call each other bestie now and then when he
Okay.
feels like it, when I
All
feel
right.
like it. Yeah. But we have a really amazing relationship. Yeah, we come a long way, Rob and
okay.
I. Yeah, we do.
All right. It's for your eyes.
Eric Clapton.
There we go, Eric Clapton. Yeah,
Renee also works at AlgoaFM.
Renee Barwood, of course.
Yes,
Of course,
she
I know
also
Renee, and she's fantastic. Though. So Eric Clapton was the first one you bought. That's an interesting one,
That's
for a
cool.
lady as well.
For a lady. No, but Renee
For a
is
lady.
special.
Yeah,
She's,
yes.
she's magical.
Oh, there you go. For your eyes, and you weren't supposed to put that up, Gary.
Oh, that's
classic.
funny. That's funny.
Oh no. So there we go. Brendan Kelly says Dire Straits money for month.
Oh,
Really?
that's cool.
I thought
That
you
is
were
so
older
cool.
than that, Brendan. Come on.
That is very cool.
Hey, money for nothing. That was like 1986 or so. I
That
would
is
have
very
thought you'd
cool.
bought something before then, Brendan.
That's very
Oh,
cool.
word. Oh no! Oh, I see. For your eyes only was no. He's talking about. Sorry, Rob. For your eyes only. Was
I get it now.
I get it now too. I thought maybe he's trying to give us a secret message. Oh, you mean
Oh,
the James
that's funny.
Bond? The James for your eyes only. But it was Sheena Easton, eh? That was she was great. She was
Back in the
gorgeous.
day.
That's why. Yeah, see, it's because of what she looked like that you bought that. You. Oh, classic.
Oh gosh.
Oh man. Okay, let's have it. Best ways for you to decompress. How do you decompress?
Decompress. I like listen to music. I actually listen to music, and like I mentioned earlier,
little bit of meditation,
meditation,
yes.
and then reading now and then.
Oh, what's your
So I like to read different types of books, like spiritual books, but like about spiritualism, like
Wow.
Vedic scriptures and stuff,
Oh.
and like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, okay.
And about the yoga,
Challenging.
ancient yoga, so stuff like that. I like to obviously read, and then lots of series.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Spanish telenovelas.
Spanish? What's telenovelas? What's that?
That's like Spanish series.
Series.
Yeah, with the like Money Heist.
Oh, Money Heist. I watched Money
like
Heist.
Queen of the South,
Yes, okay,
like
okay.
cartel leaders, da 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 da,
Yes,
and
yes.
all that stuff. That's
Queen
what
of the
I
South.
like.
I did see that a little bit of that as well. I didn't
Did you
get
watch
into
Queen of the South?
No, I watched
Amazing.
Money
Money Heist, yes.
I watched, that was
Amazing.
great.
Some people are like, nah, it's getting boring now.
Yeah.
I think it is getting a little bit boring now, but in
Okay.
the beginning it was
No,
really hot.
it was hot stuff. It was
was
great.
hot stuff, it
was really
was.
good. Okay, one thing that you had to learn the hard way. A difficult one.
One thing I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Oh, I think when it comes to money,
Yeah.
when it comes to money, like saving money.
There had to be a weakness somewhere in
yeah,
this.
that was-
a chink in your armor
Like
somewhere.
as much as I try to control things, I am also a Taurus. And I like nice things. I'm not materialistic, but I like nice things. So whether it be 5 Rand or 25 Rand, when it looks pretty, I'm going to get it. So that's my problem.
Okay.
The spending part, and I need to just work on the saving
yourself.
part. So yes,
to
that
stop
is-
yourself and say how much is in my bank account
yes,
before I go and spend
before
this.
I go and spend. So yeah, that's definitely the money thing.
Rob says you're a football guru. Are you a football guru?
No, I'm not. Rob, stop lying. Stop
Come
lying.
on.
He knows. The reason why he's saying that is because when I started at BayFM many years ago, we had to do a IQ test type of thing and like
Okay.
a general knowledge test.
Yes,
and
yes.
I failed the sports section. I passed everything else and I
Okay.
failed the sports section, and they were like, "That's something that you need to work on, going forward in radio." So he teases me all the time with that. Yes, I'm working on it, Rob.
Magic. Okay, well, a couple more questions. Let's see. Something that you own which you truly cherish.
Something that I own that I truly
like a thing.
cherish. Oh gosh, there's so many
You
things.
might have been given something, or I'm giving you mustn't give you clues. Gary
Well,
always tells
I
me I
do
mustn't
have-
don't give them clues.
I do have quite a bit of things though from like my late granny. Like this ring is
yeah.
more than 100 years old. This is my grandfather's mother's ring
It's
that I
copper.
wear. It's rose gold, like
Oh, it's
9 carat rose gold. It's more than 100 years old.
Oh,
Yeah, so I wear this every day.
your
It was her wedding band.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that's one of the rings.
100-year-old wedding band. Very
Yes,
nice.
so that's one of the things that I wear every
She had
day.
big fingers because you got it on your thumb.
I don't know.
Your granny's
actually.
got big hands, like I said.
Well, I guess she did have a big finger. I guess she did. That's why. Or maybe I just have small hands.
Yeah. Did she
funny.
ever bludgeon you with it?
Not
Okay,
me.
Just wondering.
Not me. That's a good thing. Oh god.
Okay. Let's see. The best piece of advice that you've ever received. I know. I'm putting you on the spot here.
I've received quite a bit of advice from different people,
Okay.
but I think just go for it and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
follow your dreams. That was one of them
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
received. Just do you and don't think about anyone else
Yeah,
and what they
yeah.
have to say about you. And that's one thing that I will always remember.
Yeah.
And somebody also said to me, they don't know what you're gonna say, so why are you nervous?
Okay.
They don't know what you're gonna say, so that's stuck with me. They don't know what I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
so why are you nervous? Just be confident. They don't know. They're tuning in and they don't know what you're gonna
Yeah, it's
say,
true.
so they don't have your script. They don't have
Yeah.
anything in
No,
front
no.
of them. So
They're just
do
waiting.
you,
Yeah,
and
true.
then see what happens.
And do you find as a presenter, is there a persona, a Roch-Lè persona that you get into when you're on radio, or is it just totally you?
It's totally me, but there are times where I become a little bit more serious, like the newsy Roch comes
yes,
out, where
okay.
it's AlgoaFM.co.za, it's very serious, and then halfway down the line, it's Roch is here, and it's crazy. So yeah, if you're a Roch fan, you would know.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
would know that I do switch it up now and
Yeah,
then.
okay.
But yes,
Yeah.
I try to be authentic,
Yes.
and that's what my mom has always said to me, be your authentic self,
Yeah.
always.
I think people are attracted to that. They like that because they can
Authenticity.
see if you're not yourself.
Yes, authenticity is
Yeah.
it's key. And sometimes I guess it can be a bit too much for people.
Yeah.
Because I'm always bubbly and I'm
Yeah.
always a lot of fun.
Out there.
But I do have brains. So
Yes.
you need to be careful.
Yes.
I'm listening. I'm always listening. I observe and I see what's happening.
Yes, you might be the blonde
I might
lipstick
be
selfie
"Woo,
queen, but
selfie queen, but I'm always listening.
you're there, but you're
And
there.
I'm there. I'm
for
definitely
sure,
there.
for sure. Okay, so just a couple of I've got a couple of ones here that I found with Kerry Howes. We had Kerry Howes on as well
Oh,
for the
cool.
girls. And
Okay.
she was, it's your strangest superstition. Have you got any strange? It's like a strange superstition or a quirk.
Well, I'm not superstitious, but I do get scared if a mirror breaks. And
Oh, really?
that
Oh,
time is I'm oh
so
no, and
a bit
a ladder, and you don't walk underneath.
So a little bit, then you don't step on the lines when you walk in on the pavement.
Yes,
or something
that
like
type of
those kind
thing.
things.
And that's definitely one of them. Weird quirks.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we should be asking Evan because
Yeah.
he'll tell you. It's normally your family that tells you what quirk she's
no,
got.
I don't have weird quirks. I don't think so.
Somebody was the last that whistled all the time. It was Ian Olivier.
What?
He was like, I haven't got any quirks, and then they all came and said, you
He
whistles
whistles
all the time.
Well, I'm gonna be honest though. I laugh when I'm in serious situations. That's
Oh, do you? Oh,
so
is it?
awkward. It's
Oh, dear. Like a bit of a nervous laugh.
That's one of them. Oh gosh, I hope they don't think that I'm insensitive. But yes, that's something that I do as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's many others. I think there is many others, but I will not mention them now.
Oh, Lord. Okay, how about an either ors? Just for the fun of it.
Okay.
Last 3 or 4 either ors. We used to do them all the time. I don't know if you still got that.
Okay.
Let's go either ors. That's forest or beach.
Beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have a phobia for insects.
Oh,
I can't
you
handle
can't handle
insects.
insects.
No,
Okay.
no,
Good luck.
anything that has more legs than me.
Woo. Okay.
We don't have time for that. No.
Okay. Alone or in a crowd?
Ooh,
Good, tough one, eh?
it's a tough one.
Yes.
I'll take a crowd.
I'll
take a crowd, but only if it's a concert.
Okay.
Yeah, only if it's a concert.
Because you need your alone time.
Yes, you need
well.
your alone time.
Yeah.
Alone time is important, but yes.
Especially if you're lucky, particularly being on radio all the time, being a well-known person in PE, you can't just go to spa and then
Sometimes it's a
takes
bit
a long
tough.
time.
Yeah, it's a bit tough, but yes. And your whole life is so public anyway.
Yes.
So, you know. You just
Hi, Roch.
How you doing? That's just great. It's great. And then, like, you just realize that your hair's not brushed, and you're like,
Yes,
oh my
oh,
god.
yeah,
The one day that I didn't
pantoffels.
the one day that I decided not to do my makeup and I have flip flops on. This woman decides she wants to take a selfie. Yes. So yes, alone time is very important. So I am for this one. I'm gonna go for alone.
Alone. Okay. Forgiveness or vengeance?
Forgiveness.
Ooh. Okay, well, we'll see for my family as well. I saw you mooring that thing with those boxing gloves. Flats or heels?
Oh, that is so difficult. I'm going to go with heels.
Heels.
I'm going to go with heels.
Better heels, eh?
Yeah.
Manicure or pedicure?
Both.
I don't know if you can pick between the two.
You always have to do both. Imagine having your nails done and then like not your toes. That would be terrible.
Long nails or short nails?
In between.
In between.
Yeah,
So
natural
okay,
nails. These are my natural nails, yes.
Oh.
And also when I'm boxing, it has to be a bit shorter.
Oh.
I don't want to break a nail.
So it was shorter for mooring people.
Yeah,
Good. All right, one of Gary's. Would you rather be an ugly genius or a hot moron?
I'll be an ugly genius because then I'll find a way to make some more money and then get plastic surgery done and whatever else that I need. And then I'll be pretty with
You're not allowed.
and brains.
Oh, Roch-Lè, I think that's fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me on the
Bloody
show.
marvelous. And we have a competition on for the guys that are online. We have the compo. I don't know if Gary's ready with it, but we have we pull the roulette wheel and we see who's going to win the Fitch and Leaves tonight.
Ooh, this is so cool.
We see who's going to win. And we've got everybody's online at the moment. Sean Sherman Robertson. Robertson, you are the winner tonight. Fantastic, Robert. I'm so glad. We won a case of Fitch and Leaves to mix with your gin. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you to our sponsors, Spa, of course, and Mobia, our internet provider. And thank you to Roch-Lè Bloem for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely fantastic. Been marvelous. And we'll see you next week on Tuesday. And then, of course, Thursday, Dean Allen's on with De Villiers as well, so don't miss out. Woo! Thank you.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Have a drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino Spot!
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino Spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino Shot!
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino Spot!
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino Spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.